we'll go player by player, Jason Shear. We talked about the power forward position. Trey Townsend. I like Trey Townsend. 17 points, 8 rebounds per game. Lit up Kentucky in the NCAA tournament from obviously from Oakland. What say you about Trey Townsend at the power forward, Jason Shear?
Yeah, I mean, he's awesome. I actually don't know how much he fits with Arizona's offense overall, but he's obviously very good, and you take him if he wants. Declared for the NBA, so you're going to have to wait and go through that process. But yeah, I mean, he's the guy where, you recruit him and you take him and all that.
You would take him if Trey Townsend was your starting power forward. You would be more than okay with that.
Probably, yeah.
Yes. Okay, we agree with this. All right, now
I will say this: he's not necessarily what you think he is, Mike. He's only 6'6".
I'm fine with that. Keyshawn was only 6'7".
Keyshawn was significantly more athletic.
Yeah, I know. I'm all right with it. I'm just saying, man, that I've seen him. I saw him on a big stage. I'm okay with it. Again, is he ideal? No, but I get it. I would be okay with that one. I would take him over Brandon Angel. How about that?
That's fair.
All right. Yes. Maxim Reynaud is not coming here. He is a center. He will not be coming here. All right. Now, some other players that we need to talk a little bit about. Jordan Pope. Everybody wants to talk about Jordan Pope. Shear does not like Jordan Pope. Shear was messaging me yesterday saying, why do people think that Jordan Pope is the best guard in the country? Nobody says that, but he's a guy that averaged 17 points per game in the vaunted Pac-12 this year.
No. The board, the message board, and I have people in the comments that'll confirm this. As soon as he entered the portal, they're like, oh my God, we have to get this guy. Like, this guy's the greatest player of all time. He's good. He's absolutely good. I think people just need to calm down a little bit. Would I take him over Boswell? Yeah, of course I would. But is he? I don't think he's a point guard either. I think he's an undersized.
We already got Jaden Bradley. We don't need a point guard. We need somebody that can score.
He's never played. He played point guard 99% of the time for Oregon State.
Hey, well, but again, coaches can just lie about stuff. Just say we run a 2-point guard system.
Yeah, but people I don't think people understand how recruiting works. They're like, well, why wouldn't he want to play for Arizona? That's not how. Maybe he wants to play point guard. Maybe he wants to go get paid. Maybe he wants to play on another bad team and put up 30 shots. You don't just say, well, boy, Arizona's nice. Why don't you just come there? There's so much more that goes into it.
Ooh, so you're saying there's stuff behind the scenes that goes
into it. Would you take Jaden Bradley or Jordan Pope?
Jaden Bradley.
Okay.
But if I could put Jordan Pope next to him, because you're talking about
he wants to play point guard.
Well, but again, why can't you just lie to him and say that we run a 2-point guard system?
Sure, absolutely. I don't know if it'll work. But
you said that. You've said that before. It was like the Nembhard Boswell.
You're giving me the choice between Pope and Boswell. Yes. Do I think Pope is some answer be all? No, I don't. I think people just need to kind of calm down on him a little bit.
Yes. All right. Well, fair enough. All right. Now we got some more players to talk about here. PJ Hagerty. All right. Here's the deal with PJ Hagerty out of Tulsa. An interesting story. So somebody that had an Arizona offer, I don't know if it was legitimate or not, out of a high school. Was it legitimate, Jason Shear?
I don't think so.
All right. Well, either way. Well, it said, I read it somewhere, so it has to be true. So the either way, that was a guy that couldn't really get on the court at TCU, went to Tulsa this past year, averaged 20 points per game, was able to get to the basket, something I very much like, and could shoot a little bit. I would take PJ Hagerty. What say you?
Yes. Yeah, he would be one of my top priorities. Free throw rate, he was 10th in the country in getting to the line. He gets steals. His assist rate was high. He was absolutely fantastic for Tulsa. I mean, really good. He, to me, is easy. No-brainer. If I lose player because of that, so be it, as long as it's not KJ Lewis.
And then I start looking at a perimeter, and I start thinking to myself, you know what, this is very appetizing right here, because you have Jaden Bradley, you would have PJ Hagerty, and you would have KJ Lewis. I can win some games with that lineup, Jason Shear.
He's exactly what we were talking about. He doesn't shoot threes. He shot 28%. He only shot 2 a game. But he gets to the line. He got to the line 10 times a game.
Right.
That's crazy.
Awesome.
I mean, yeah, he's the real deal to me.
And again, we need players that can make plays off the bounce. I'm going to keep going with this. This is not the NBA. I keep getting people that say, well, like they're bringing up some NBA algorithm. This is college basketball. Most teams can't shoot when it comes down to it, especially in big times. You got to have players that can get to the rim. That's what it is. By the way, every time somebody says, I want Malik Mack, I think they're talking about Malik Monk. And I'm like, oh, I mean, I would take him. I just don't know that he's got any eligibility left. That is the.
I have a guy that I want that I think you might know him. He's from Omaha. His name is Frankie Fiddler.
Oh, I saw Frankie Fiddler. It's a great name. Yes, would you take Frankie Fiddler?
Fantastic name. Second of all, he's got pretty damn good numbers.
His numbers are awesome. I noticed Frankie Fiddler yesterday. That sounds terrible. But no, I saw that. Also,
I'm not sure this show is prepared for Arizona to add a guy named Frankie Fiddler.
If you added Frankie Fiddler,
yeah.
I mean, I don't even know where we go from there. Also, Bronny. Getting people that are asking about Bronny. I don't believe that Bronny is going to Arizona.
No, I people thought I was kidding, and I would say that right now Duquesne is the leader if Bronny enters the portal.
Right. Because, again, you've got Drew Joyce as the coach there. It makes sense.
He wants Drew Joyce. LeBron trusts him.
Right.
There's options there. That report was a little premature.
Now, one other one that Kanaan Carlyle. Arizona fans know all about him. I would take him. I realize he's not coming here, but I would certainly take him, though.
I would not.
Why not?
He's just not very good. His splits are really bad. I know you look at analytics and all that. They're not. His splits were like Kylan Boswell's splits. He had bigger games. I think he has
a lot better than Kylan Boswell.
I think he had. Well, let me finish. I think he has more potential and all that. But at the basket, which is what you're talking about, he was poor. Like, could not score at the basket.
Let's see here. Kanaan Carlyle. Yeah, that is true. Either way, but he is. Let's see. How many free throw attempts did he shoot per game? Let's see here. Yeah, again, I would take PJ Hagerty over him, but that is a name that we had to throw out there because, again, he is somebody that I would be that I know people would be interested in. Those are some names, though, Sheer. Anybody else that you're thinking about? You're like, man, these people need to know some stuff.
I mean, do you want guards or do you want like?
Yeah, dude. Anybody, sign them up, man. You got any more white centers that we can bring in?
I'm just curious. Would you go after Kobe Johnson?
I would. I like Kobe Johnson. I've always liked Kobe Johnson. He's a good shooter. I think he's a good defender. I would take Kobe Johnson. I've always thought he's an underrated player.
I think he's going to UCLA.
Yeah, and so is that Oregon State kid from what it sounds like.
Bilodeau?
Yeah, do you like Bilodeau?
He's all right.
He's not terrible. He's like, he's 13-5, not bad, not awful. But those are the ones though that, to keep an eye on. So either way, that we did good work on this segment. By the way, Sheer, John L. Davis. Everybody's asking about John L. Davis. What say you, John L. Davis?
Wouldn't you just assume he's going to Michigan?
I would assume that's done. That's why I keep
I mean, he's awesome. I love John L. Davis. I actually don't know how much he fits with what Arizona likes to do.